Hi. All right, this is a question from, I don't know who, but they write, I wanted to ask you a question, one that I feel is important to address. I have two young girls. My eldest is just 8, and in her class, girls are already talking about what's good to eat, exercising to burn off what they've eaten, etc. I try so hard to come home and be positive about our bodies and not talk about diets. I try to not to label food as good and bad, but instead we eat what we fancy in a good variety. In your opinion, what's the best way to teach the younger generation to be proud of their bodies and not get caught up in the diets and exercise culture that we seem to be obsessed with? Even at school, they're taught about good and bad foods and how you must exercise every day. I get that we need to encourage children to be active and not sit in computers all day, but I don't like the messages our kids are receiving. What should we be telling them? How should we be helping our children to avoid getting caught in disordered eating or over-exercising? I'd love to hear your opinion on this topic if you're willing to share in a video. Well, I've definitely got an opinion. I also don't have children though, so I'm really not a person to ask about, like how should I parent my kids? That is not a question that I can answer because I'm not a parent. But I can answer about diet culture, and I think that the way that we talk to children about diet culture is pretty much the way that we address it with teenagers and young adults and older adults as well, in helping them understand that this is, well, first of all, it's opinion, not fact. And everybody's entitled to their opinion, but some people forget that things are an opinion. So it may be an opinion that an apple is a better food for your body than a packet of crisps. That's not actually an opinion I share. I think that sometimes a packet of crisps is definitely what my body needs way more than an apple. So I think that it's important to help, I guess what I'm trying to say is help people and children be discerning and help them understand that people can have an opinion, and also any given situation requires a different action, or something may be right in any given situation. And so with that in mind, that because their bodies are their bodies, because your body is itself, if your body's saying, I need a packet of crisps in this situation, that's highly likely that that's actually the best food that you should eat. So helping kids understand that they can actually trust their bodies. And so it's the same message, isn't it? It's the message of that your body is not this thing that's just designed to tell you everything that you shouldn't be listening to, and that you should just actually listen to what the media says and what people who think they know things about nutritional science say over your body. I mean, that's a ridiculous concept. And so I think that helping children from a really young age, and it's easier when they're young, I do know that much, it's easier when they're young because they're not quite as affected and they actually are way more in touch with their bodies. So helping kids when they're young understand that they can listen to what their body says to them, and they should listen to what their body says to them over anything else. I think that's really important. I think that also leads to confidence in kids, so that when they understand that, no, actually, it's a bit like teaching kids consent, and I'm not a parent, so I haven't ever taught kids consent, but I'm friends with parents, believe it or not. And it's just actually teaching the kid to have the confidence to say, oh, actually, I don't want to kiss you on the cheek. I don't want to give you a hug. And helping them understand that they get to choose, that they can do that. And I think that the reason that people teach kids consent is not because they want to be mean to grandpa. It's because they want from an early age the child to understand that they can say no. That's what it's all about. And so I think it's the same thing like consent, but with food, teaching kids from an early age that they can listen to their bodies. And the protectionary bit from the culture that we have in is teaching them also from an early age that we live in a very opinionated culture, and that cultures and adults and all sorts of things get ideas in their heads and belief systems that aren't necessarily correct. And just helping the kid to be able to say, oh, I understand that that's a popular opinion, that apples are better than packets of crisps. But I also understand what my body's asking me. So for me right now, I know what's right. And that is pretty much what I say to not kids. That's what I say to anybody that is struggling with the opinion of the culture over what their body's asking. Because we all go through that in recovery, don't we? You all just want to eat, or, sugar the whole time, or fat the whole time, or everything the whole time. And at the back of your mind, you've got this, well, this isn't healthy eating. This isn't the food pyramid that I was taught when I was 12, etc., etc. And in recovery, we all have to go through that, and we have to kind of learn that, oh, actually I can trust my body. And most of us were never taught that. So if you have a child and you can plant those seeds, that's so powerful. I've really had, it's not that my parents were anti listening to your body, it's just what they've been taught as well. And it was a real thing for me to learn, like, wow, I can actually listen to my body about food. That's insane. But it took an eating disorder for me to actually have to face that and understand what I didn't know and become confident in it. I love that you're a mother and you're asking this question. I think your kids are very, very lucky. Hope that helps. Bye.